Y'all, come on in, come on in. I hope you guys are having a good day. But child, we have to get into this situation about Mendeecees, honey, getting caught cheating again. Okay, so I'm minding my business and It's Only Entertainment posted a clip of Sierra Gates from Love and Hip Hop putting Mendeecees all the way on blast, honey. She says she caught him cheating on Yandy, not just with anybody though, y'all, but with a married woman by the name of Angie. And honey, she just didn't say it. She claims she got pictures, she got receipts, she got screenshots. So according to Sierra, this all went down in Atlanta on Sunday when she actually ran into Mendeecees. And child, it got so heated that security had to get involved and damn near knocked Mendeecees down. And the gag is, which I totally don't understand, but Sierra said that he called her ex-husband to the scene. So I don't know if he was trying to get at Sierra. Why did he call her ex-husband Eric Whitehead to the scene? Child, I don't know. But I'm going to play this clip and I'll be back.
I always mind the business that paid me. That's why every time I see Mendeecees out with, oh girl, what's the girl name? Angie, that's married at MTK, and I seen them a few other places. And I got pictures too. I usually just mind my business, but tonight you really tried it. I told you nothing. How you gonna want to be a cheater and be scared that your husband gonna find out? You just created so much commotion tonight. Somebody could have ended up shot. Somebody could have ended up in jail. It was so much. Because one thing about it, it was 4 big ass security. Baby, one thing about it, I'm standing beside mine. I know I'm a businesswoman. I know God's still working on me. But when it comes down to my husband, this one right here especially, I love him for real. And it ain't even going down. And when a big light-skinned security really came at him, he really knocked his ass down. And I came right behind him. But then this other dark-skinned security came up behind him, trying to choke him. Y'all listen. You didn't want it to get out so bad about you and Mendeecees. And I got the screenshots, and I'm about to post them. Because Mendeecees was like, oh, her husband she don't want her husband to find out. And I kept it cool because I really don't get in dick and coochie business. And I minded mine, but he kept getting my business about Eric. And it was cool tonight. The only thing I told you was get out my face lying. I told you to get out my face lying. And then you gonna come back and bring Eric with them wide ass hips and somebody else like they were gonna do something. This our city. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me or my nigga at all. They not. They're not. Angie, Mendeecees, Yandy, get away from them.
First of all, with friends like these, who the hell needed in this child? Not me. Yandy, these ladies are not your friends. When are you going to realize that? Because number one, Sierra says she's seen Mendeecees cheating on numerous occasions. How many times did she actually tell Yandy? Yandy is probably just realizing that, like we are, online. And if you really wanted to mind your business, why didn't you? The first thing you did was run your ass to the internet. Like if you was really trying to keep it cute, you could have gone straight to Yandy. Now, don't get me wrong. We appreciate the tea. Okay, we appreciate the tea, sis. But you're not telling us nothing we don't already know. So I went to Sierra's live. Well, I went to her page. The live is MIA. The receipts and the screenshots she said she would post, nowhere to be found. And I wonder why that is, because now I have to question your motives. You said, you would post the receipts and you didn't. So to me, it feels like more of a clout grab, if anything, in my opinion. Like you can't drop a bomb and then ghost the evidence. Like who does that? So yeah, girl, I got to give her the side eye. Mendeecees, not him being overly protective of the married side chick, but not Yandy. Like who really gives a fuck if she gets caught cheating? Don't do what you don't want to get caught doing. Now, y'all remember On one of the recent episodes of Love and Hip Hop, Yandy sat down with Mendeecees and she asked him, please speak out for your family.
Something needs to be said or done to quiet the noise. So I think it's time for you to talk and say, speak up for your family.
Okay, tell them you love your wife. You made a mistake or whatever. That man did not do it. He refused. And that's proof right there where his loyalty lies. And Yandy, I'm sorry to say this, it's not with you. Now, I've been rooting for y'all from the beginning, but he moving sloppy out here. I mean, he's starting to get caught everywhere. And to me, that screams, I want to get caught. And just like Kirk, I think he's probably waiting for Yandy to leave him. Yandy, sweetheart. If Sierra need a man, can't keep a man, Gates is telling you to run from that man, girl, run. Pack your bags, hop on a plane, fly to Dubai, and get you a Nigerian man like all the other women in Atlanta. Because this is crazy. This is crazy, child. Like, he is really starting to get caught everywhere. He wants to get caught. Girl. And in my opinion, I feel like these ladies on this show get some type of satisfaction out of exposing a woman's husband. And we'll see that in the very next episode, because Rashida, of all people, child, she has more shit to say about Yandy and Mendeecees and the fact that he's cheating. Okay. Sierra, now, if she really had this conversation with Yandy behind the scenes, woman to woman, I would respect that. But to bring it to the internet, nah. It feels like she wanted to embarrass Yandy. Now, on the last episode, Sierra's mom told Sierra her husband Zay is out here creeping too. Some woman came to their shop, said Zay was sliding in her DMs. Now, Sierra didn't like that. She told her mom to mind her business. So why is she not giving Yandy the same respects? I just want to know. So let's read a few of these comments under that post. So somebody said, I have receipts of Yandy. She was at the main event one time and I had an eye doctor's appointment. And she was there with the oil mogul guy. I do not watch the show, but I know who everyone is. Ooh, girl, send me those receipts. Someone else said, I wish you'll leave Yandy and her husband alone. Lordy, and Sierra, you can't talk about nobody because you on your third marriage. So girl, bye for real. Yeah, and like I said, her mom already said Zay is cheating. Her and Zay are newlyweds. They just got married and he already creeping. Someone else says, okay, Sierra, when things come out about your husband, because it never fails, don't be mad when people in your business, that part. Someone else says, do you really think Yandy doesn't already know what's going on? She letting that man cheat in peace, and she probably got a little boo too. This why y'all gotta mind y'all business. Trust me, she knew before this, of course. Now, Tasha K already said that her and Mendeecees are done. Once it came out that Yandy was out of the country cheating with some Nigerian man, they were through, according to Tasha K. So yeah, they might be done and just haven't, notified the public yet. They're still trying to save face on the show. But tomorrow's episode, honey, is going down. So make sure y'all tune in for the show as well as my recap. So y'all, just when I thought I was done, Sierra posted an apology. And she also hopped in the comments section. So let me read what she said. I want to take a moment to directly address what happened last night. A woman approached me, seemingly eager to talk, and unfortunately, the situation quickly went left. First of all, she didn't write this. I could tell that right off the bat. I have already shared the details with Yandy. Moments like these are exactly why you rarely see me out at IG parties. I am usually working, spending time with my kids and husband, or simply enjoying some self-care, whether it's getting my hair or lips done. This was supposed to be a time of focus, joy, and purpose for me. I had been fasting in preparation for my Money Monster University event. Okay, now you're trying to throw that in there to sell tickets? Stop it. So I could show up in my best spirit, but last night I allowed negativity to win. I let someone get under my skin and I reacted in a way that does not represent the woman I have worked hard to become. Looking back, I regret it. I'm human, I was triggered, and when someone I love dearly is involved, my protective instincts kicks in, especially when it comes to my husband and kids. I will always stand by my family 10 toes down. My husband is a quiet, respectful, and reserved man, but as you saw last night, he was fiercely defended me. He will fiercely defend me and his respect. I stood right beside him as I always will. But we didn't see that, Sierra. We just saw you airing the dirty laundry. But people will think and judge how they want, but in a couple of days, none of this will matter. My focus is back on my purpose, my family, and the incredible things we're building. I pray this is a reminder for anyone to guard their peace, because the enemy will always try to distract you when you're on the verge of something great. Girl, the enemy that you're speaking of is you. You are your own worst enemy. Girl, go ahead with that. So she says, so someone made a comment and they said, so you aired your friend marital problems out because you were mad at the woman her husband creeping with? Okay, man, that part. She says, baby, she's on a whole show that's airing shit out. My friend and her needs to check their mistress. If she didn't care, why you caring? She ain't said nothing about it. She knows. You could have kept all that. And so someone else said, she could have just kept it pushing and not said anything. Everything don't need to be announced to the internet. Exactly. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing, and she knew her motives behind it. So she responds and says, yep, and that's where the childish human part come out of me. But after the young lady and I spoke, and she felt I got the best of the conversation, she came back to our table with 4 guys, and that's when things went left. My husband is a protector, bottom line. And y'all have to stop using the friend word so lightly. Okay, so now she's saying maybe her and Yandy are not friends. So why the hell you felt the need to check a woman her husband sleeping with if y'all not friends, quote. Anyway, she said there is no secret to the world what is going on with Yandy and her husband, but Yandy don't seem to give a damn. Or Mendeecees. Okay, I'll continue. But yet and still I was wrong. I let my emotions get the best of me. But my friend is my 20-year-old daughter and my husband. So I noticed that she keeps putting friend in quotes. So she's saying the only friend she have is her husband and her daughter. What about your son? That's a whole nother topic, y'all. Okay. I owe Yandy an apology, but that mistress had the right plan, but the wrong man. I don't care what y'all say. Just because I'm on TV, I'm still human and not perfect by far. Have a good day. Girl, you could have kept all this mess. She aired out her friend, her castmate, and then try to come online and pretend like you're the victim. Girl, go ahead.